Absolutely lovely place. This house is, I think they're Russians, which is perfect because I was actually thinking of going to St. Petersburg, but with the current situation and everything in Russia, I'm not sure how good idea that is. So I'm going to ask them if they're actually the real Russians. I think they are, and they speak Swedish, so that's interesting. I think only their children speak English, but I haven't met the children. I mean, I met the girl and haven't talked to her. So it's actually good for me to practice my Swedish. Yeah, I was losing my knowledge anyway. So today the plan is to go to the mine tour, which will probably be very, very interesting. I'm gonna, if I can, I hope I can. I will take a lot of videos. Now I'm going into the town center. It's quite cold and snowy, but it's lovely. The tour starts in the city center. A bus takes us down to the mine underground, like 500 and something meters. And then the tour is for more than 2 hours, I think. And then the bus takes us back. But interestingly, the tour starts at the new town center, which is the opposite end of the town that the mine is in. And the mine is as big as the town itself, even bigger maybe. And I learned that Kiruna mine is the largest underground iron ore mine in the world, which I didn't know. So I think it's gonna be fantastic. I think, but that's just speculation from my side, that they are building a new city center so far away from the mine because the mine made it unsafe for the town to be that close to it. But I think they'll tell us all about it in the tour. But that would make sense. The new city center, very urban. There's a bookstore. I might just go in. I just might go in. That's one big pile of snow. And some probably vloggers were just playing on it. One girl slided down. I couldn't record it, but they had a selfie stick and everything. Genuine pedestrian area. I don't think that's the correct flag. I just had lunch at this kebab place, very Swedish. In a couple of minutes, we're starting the mine tour, and the sun it was up actually. We had some sunshine, and now it's already setting. So that's pretty much the daylight for today.
And you may wonder where the company LKAB has its name from. Well, from the two city mountains. You have one ahead of you with lights on the right, and the other mountain is to the left, the mountain Kiruna. So the first letter in LKAB, Lusavara, that is the skiing slope to the right with lights on it. That means salmon trout mountain in English. And then the K comes from the mountain Kiruna, that is where we're heading, and the AB stands for Corporation or Limited. Here you can see that it has terraces on it. Those terraces that were used in former days, and they were used as roads to transport the iron ore. We can come in or not? I think we will get in, yes. We are going into the industrial area of LKAB. If you work below ground, you also have a canteen, and that one is situated at level 1,365 meters down in the rock, quite deep down. And that comes quite handy. Well, It takes almost 30 minutes to transport yourself in one direction, so it's quite good to have a canteen down there. We are not going that deep today though. Soon on your left hand side you have green and pink buildings. Those are changing rooms. Here you change before and after your shift. After your shift you can take a shower, a sauna and maybe a cup of coffee. You're in the mine. So welcome down. They have around 5,000 employees in the company as a whole. And around half of them, they are employed here in Kiruna. And then you have around 800 people employed here in the mine. And of them, around 130 are women. And they work morning, afternoon or night shifts. And they also have 3 weeks where they are completely off. And of course they leave the mine when the shift ends. And I say that because I have gotten questions about that. So some people think that they stay here during a whole week, but they don't. One of the wagons looks yellow. In reality, it's golden. Going to do some fantasy blasting. Well, we have 3 new LKAB employees. Very welcome to LKAB. You have already prepared everything. You've done it really neatly as well, even though you're quite new. They are pros already. So, 3, 2, 1, blast! Blast!
So we just ended the tour, which was nice. Not mind-blowing, but very interesting information. I was right in the town having to move because of the mine. It's kind of hard to explain, but as they're mining and digging deeper and deeper, digging out the iron ore, the rocks are filling up the space left behind the hole, and that's why I think there's a risk of terrain collapsing under the city. And some parts of the city are really close to the mine. the ones that were built very early on, mostly the old city center. So that's why they have to move a bunch of buildings or demolish them and build new ones. And then our guide, the woman, she went through a list of like what buildings they had to move, or like they're moving the church next year, but they built a new town hall, but I think they moved the old clock tower or something. So it's different with everything. And then yeah, it's a work in progress. The new city center opened 2 years ago, the one I was in this morning. Yeah, it's very interesting. I'm just very tired from everything that's been happening in the last few, I guess, weeks. So man, I'm not sure how I'm gonna manage this traveling through Europe and everything. I should probably have like a few days where I'm not doing basically anything. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I just learned that there's a rocket launch site not far away from the town since the 1960s, which they are using to launch rockets for various scientific experiments, meteorologic, like weather experiments. And then this is the entrance to the rocket school. It said Raketskolan on the side. So yeah, that's a thing here. It looks like a silo, of course, even the building. Interesting.